The Last of Us Part 3 has apparently leaked. Let's dive in. This comes from comicbook.com. The Last of Us 3 has gotten an exciting update from a reputable source. The Last of Us is one of gaming's most beloved franchises, despite only being a little less than a decade old. It was immediately showered with praise when it arrived on the PS3 in 2013 and has been released on every PlayStation console since then, along with a sequel for PS4 in 2020. While the sequel divided audiences, it was still strongly received by critics and ensured the series was here to stay. Not only that, but Sony is now adapting the first game for an HBO series, and all that kind of stuff. What else we have?
With all that said, it should come as no surprise that PlayStation really wants to make sure The Last of Us sticks around as a series. However, it's been unclear if or when we'd get The Last of Us 3. Thankfully, a reputable source who leaked details about the HBO series that have now been proven true suggests it's a priority for Naughty Dog. Twitter user and insider viewer Anon claim that director Neil Druckmann's next game is The Last of Us 3, whether it's called Last of Us Part 3 or The Last of Us 3, we don't know. And it's currently in production as we speak. It's also expected that Factions, the multiplayer spin-off for The Last of Us, will arrive first. It'll be a few years before we see The Last of Us 3, but it is coming. The status of Naughty Dog's supposed new IP is also unknown, and viewer Anon claimed that a different studio is working on a reboot of Uncharted.
Okay, give me your thoughts on this. There's a lot to pick out here. First of all, is Last of Us Part 3 something that you want currently?
No.
Why not?
I don't need more of. I feel like this story is finished. I felt the end of Last of Us Part 2 was great. It was very definitive. And I didn't feel like we needed more retribution. Like, because Last of Us is a game about retribution, revenge, the ways those things shape you, and violence. I felt that Ellie had to sit with her choices and her consequences in a way that had a lot of gravitas. And I think if we're going back to follow her story, I feel like it would kind of cheapen some of those feelings if we're gonna be like, oh, I changed my mind. I find a new thing to take issue with or find vengeance with, and I gotta go out and mess some people up again. I'm like, okay, like then the end of the second game is nothing.
Well, okay, I have a couple things to throw at you. Well, first, I agree that I don't really know if I want to return like to a Last of Us Part 3 type thing. I think Factions is a great idea for having, hey, this is an IP that is well known. Here's the live service model that we want to try out. And The Last of Us 1's multiplayer is pretty good. The PS3 and PS4, I had a good time playing it. If they take that to the next level with, take everything to the next level and make that live service, great, awesome, release that. But I really want to see a new IP from Naughty Dog. We've seen Uncharted and The Last of Us for the last however many years from then.
It's like been almost 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to see what else they got, because I know they got something. They're working on some
more than 10 years.
Yeah, seriously, a long time.
Yeah.
And they're handing Uncharted off to another studio. I think The Last of Us Part 3 could be a non-Ellie story. Like, I think it could be like a pre-Last of Us 1 story about Ellie's mom, or you could go with
but there's no conflicts pre-Last of Us 1 because there's no infected, there's no none of that at all.
Sorry. Between Joel and Sarah and pre-Joel and Ellie, meaning like somewhere in between there, like
just like a little like just like a Joel backstory type thing.
No, not even Joel. I really think it would be Ellie's mom or something. It's an unexplored thing that they're always hinting at. Like, they have comic books out about it, they have in-game notes about it, there's dialogue about it, but there's no like I don't know. I really don't know what it could be. Also, the other assumption is that it won't be an Ellie story. It could be an Abby story. Why not? Like, let's go to Abby.
Yeah, I like Abby a lot.
Me too.
I forgot where she's left off in Last of Us Part 2.
Beaten and bruised, bro. Like, destroyed. Because most of her friends get killed because of Ellie.
Yeah.
She lost everything just as much as Ellie lost everything.
They have the fight, and then I forgot what happens after that.
They kind of just... Well, Abby leaves. We don't know what happens. We're out.
On the boat, right?
No. Or... Yeah, maybe on the boat. Because Ellie goes back, and then it fast forwards, and she has Dina's kid. Because Dina and Jesse have... They're raising that kid on the farm, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they leave Ellie off the great spot where she's still... No, she walks off at the end, doesn't she?
She does walk off at the end.
Because she leaves Dina, and Dina's pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, good game. I don't really
Great game.
know. Though I'm sure they have a good story that I'll be wrapped up in. So whatever. I trust
Yeah,
it.
like Naughty Dog
Yeah.
is a great writing studio.
Yeah. They have fantastic.
Is a studio with great writing. So
Absolutely.
I trust them to make something that's compelling.
Yep. Me too. Cannot wait. If you want to know all about Last of Us Part 3 and everything Naughty Dog's doing, you can stick right here at Strictly Casual. If you want to listen to the entire episode, you can go on podcast platforms, type in Strictly Casual Checkpoint. It'll be a little blue box with yellow letters right there. Or if you want to watch the entire podcast, you can become a member right here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.